Unit 3, Lesson 12, Practice Problems, number 1. Here's a tape diagram that shows how far two students walked. We have Priya's distance in kilometers, we have Tyler's distance in kilometers. A says, what percentage of Priya's distance did Tyler walk? So, this language is important. What percentage of Priya's? That means we're looking at Priya's as 100%. Priya's is 100%. What percentage of Priya's did Tyler walk? So, Priya's is 100%. That means we want to know how much is each of these squares. Or rectangles. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it's 100% is the whole thing, each rectangle is going to be 1/5 because there's 5 of them. So if we're dividing by 5, we get 20. Each square or little rectangle is 20%. Priya's whole walk is 100%. Each rectangle is 20%. 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100%. And we want to know how much of Priya's did Tyler walk. Tyler walked 2, 4, 6, 8. Priya walked 10. We know that each of these is 20% of Priya's. So we're looking at 20, 40, 60, 80. If Priya's is 100%, then Tyler walked 80% of Priya's distance. We know that that makes sense because Tyler's distance is shorter than Priya's. This is Tyler's distance. Priya's is longer, so it's going to be less than 100%. Okay, now we're looking at the next one. I'm going to make us some space. We're looking at the next one. The next one is different. The language is very important. What percentage of Tyler's distance did Priya walk? So we're looking at a different question. It says of Tyler's distance. That means now Tyler's distance is 100%. Because we want to know of Tyler's. Tyler's distance is now 100%. So now we need to see how much is each rectangle. If Tyler's is 100%. Each rectangle is 1/4 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want 1/4 of 100. We divide 100 into 4 pieces and we get 25. That means each little square rectangle is 25% of Tyler's 100%. So we want to know how much of Tyler's distance did Priya walk. Priya walked these 4 right here are the exact same amount as Tyler. So that is 100%. If Tyler walked 8, Priya's 8 kilometers is 100% of Tyler. And then we have one more little rectangle, and we know that the rectangle is 25%. Therefore, Priya walked 100% and 25% more. 125% of Tyler's distance. When I was working with students in class, lots of us got 120% because we still looked at this one. Okay, each rectangle is 25% of Tyler's distance. It makes sense that Priya did 125% because she did all of his distance plus 1/4 of his distance, which is 125%.